Hey guys, it's Roy from In Like the Shadows. We are going for another special episode. We're going for number 2, and we brought back my guy Paolo Piliero again for a little follow-up sesh. So before I speak to Paolo, I just want to say, as I do every single week, I'm really grateful for you guys, and especially grateful for those who are just tuning in regularly, who are watching the videos, but not only just watching them, they're liking and sharing them far and wide. So thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And if you can, I'm going to put on the screen right now on Instagram and Twitter. Just follow us and like our posts and just get this clout moving. So our handle is @enlightenthesh1. But without further ado, let's just crack on and talk to Paolo and see what he's saying today. We're just going to have a chill chat. As I said at my end of episode 8, this week with Remy and Ekwe, check out his episode. That's talking about money and mental health. And I did say to you guys, I'm going to go a bit more informal. So we'll just see how this rolls. So yeah, man. How you doing, Paolo? You all right, bro?
Yeah, good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm really tired, bro.
Oh yeah. To be honest, I feel the same. And like, I've just had another shot of espresso, and sometimes that's bad news because I just ramble on. But I suppose it's good for this.
You'll be like this, proper wired, ready to go, mate.
Serious? Yeah.
I need some of that right now. But I was waiting for it to be the time to come on with you, and I was just like this. All night I've been feeling absolutely shattered because I've been a busy boy, mate.
You've got a new job. Tell me about your job.
Yes, mate. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's the role is City Council joint with Nottinghamshire Police. The role is Community Protection Officer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm patrolling the streets of Nottingham City. It's mad. I'm proper enjoying it.
Good. When your first day, when you walked out the house, did you put the Bill theme tune on? No. I would have.
Is that the one that goes?
Yeah.
That one.
No.
Oh, mate.
You didn't. Okay.
No,
well,
sorry, bro.
Apart from that, you're having a good time though, and you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Our state gets saucy, you know. I won't say on air where I live, but you shouldn't expect what we see on our street.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I make a joke out of it. It's not really funny. We've got like an abusive relationship across the road and some troubled families and all sorts popping off, and people fly tipping in our bins this week. It's all been popping off. We had the police round on our street, like having a guy in the back of the car and all this. And so I'm just like, oh. And I've got a good rapport across the road with this family. And I think they caught me as I came home because I have to cover up. Because usually if you're with the police, you get changed. So obviously no one knows what you're about. Well, I've had to go to and through work. And I've got a jacket like covered up. And as I came out of the house, she like went, like to a family member, looking across at me like, oh, he's police. But she was so surprised because I just act chilled and on the level with her. So yeah, man.
You automatically went back into work though? Oh,
Yeah,
not yet.
No.
You will do soon.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I've also found out that the PCSOs, so they're not the police. You know, the other form of police, like they got like blue epaulets and yeah, man. So I thought that they have more powers than us, but they actually don't.
Okay.
And we get paid better than them.
Learning on the job.
Oh, mate, it's amazing, but my head's fried.
Yeah, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna have a good time.
Mate, I can spit bare legislation at you. I've got everything on me right now. Dog fouling, littering, fag ends, abandoned vehicles, antisocial behaviour. I've got them all, mate. I can do letter before actions. I can do what's the other ones we've got? I can actually give cautions. I can issue fixed penalty notices.
I feel like I'm in trouble just listening.
Yeah, man. Behave yourself.
I haven't done anything wrong. I'm sorry. I haven't done it. It wasn't me.
Parking enforcement isn't a problem. I thought I would have to do like parking enforcing, So everyone who knows that I'm coming into this job, they're like, Rory, like, don't get me parking tickets. That. So I found out that's something called CEOs, civil enforcement officers. So that's not me, basically. Yeah, okay. But I can nail someone for throwing litter out their car.
Naughty, don't do it.
I'm like Bielsa, spying on them. I've got a thing on. Anyway, we won't get on to Leeds just yet, but we will at some point, hopefully. What I will say is I was driving home towards Trent Bridge, and I see this van going just in front of me, left lane. The guy just like chucked his fag out, and then instantly I just went into like training mode. I was like, right, Volkswagen Transporter van, navy blue, and then I was like, reg number, getting it. I was like, Foxtrot Victor 63, and I was like ready to go, but I was like, oh yeah, can't do any of that yet. I've got to chill out a little bit. So I got 4 more weeks.
Okay.
4 more weeks, and then I'm on the beat.
And then you're ready. Are you like shadowing at the minute?
No, it's all in. Do you know in Old Market Square, the big city hall? I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely stunning building, mate.
Yeah.
I feel privileged to be in there. It's like absolute. We're in the big ballroom.
Oh, dude, I was in town today as well with work. I could have just hollered and.
I should have done, mate. I'm there every day. Getting fat. Mackey's, Greg's, Starbucks, 200-degree coffee.
Good.
The list
I'm
goes
glad you
on,
mentioned
mate.
coffee. Better from you. I'm not bothered about them chains, but coffee, good.
Right, come on then. Coffee.
Yes.
Where'd you go?
So independent, loving independent, want to support them, and I feel it's the best coffee. They put the most love into it, Rory.
That's all right. Hold on a minute. Is that a political party? Independent? Who's that? I've not heard of it.
No, I'm saying independent.
Oh, you go independent.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
now
local.
You're back with us. So,
just say local, bro. Say local.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes. So my favourite is a good friend called Rory, not you, another Rory, and he owns Greenhood in Beeston. So I live in Beeston, so that is my little go-to. He's doing loads of work at the minute to get it all COVID ready. So there's a few in town I like. Speciality coffee shop, wired, 200 degrees, kind of. So yeah, just putting them out.
You don't go mainstream, do you?
Absolutely not.
You got a problem with the big giants? You not like them?
I'm not. No, I haven't got a problem with them. You know, I've got no hate against them, and they've done ever so well. Look at Costa's in there. Starbucks and Costa's. They're in every petrol station, but
all right.
Times need must.
All right. So hold on a minute. If the independents crashed in COVID lockdown, God willing they don't, right? But say they do, what are we saying? Costa, Nero, or Starbucks?
Yeah, it's an easy one. Cafe Nero. It's the feng shui. It does.
No, bro. It might be feng shui, but it's soil in a cup.
Ooh. Okay. We can go. I don't know if look. We've started this bromance, and it's going so well so far. We don't want to fall out over coffee.
Let's not fall out. Let's not do
that.
Mate.
I do like what I like a cortado. I like a little coffee, a little coffee. So it's a bit smaller than a cappuccino, and it's just
one of those little shot glass ones.
Yeah, pretty much, but it's got a bit of foamy milk in. Back this side, see that?
Oh yeah. See, you're right. I get a vibe off you. Like you're like a classy guy. I've seen your Instagram. You love your trim. You love your outfits. You love your sunglasses. You're a classic man, aren't you?
I'll take that. Thank you, mate.
I'm not. I'm not like stalking you, but that's the impression I get.
Yeah, I don't know. I do love a trim. You're right. I've had a fresh fade tonight.
How often do you get your trim done?
So in lockdown, I was doing it myself. That doesn't mean anything because normally I get it once a week, and that guys, that sounds really bad. But I'm just supporting the barbers in and around.
Shut up! No, you're not. You're getting fresh. Well, you want fresh feed once a week, don't you? You don't have to justify
100%.
support. First, you're supporting local independent coffees. Now
Yeah,
you're on with the flipping farmers. Get away.
I've got an excuse for everything.
You've been a little sucker, aren't you?
So, yeah, but I did learn to do my own fade, which I was quite proud of. YouTube, 2 mirrors. Granted, the first one a bit edgy, and then I started to progress.
The edgy, as in it was there, and then just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, serious. So I made out to everyone yeah, that's how I wanted it. But clearly I was a bit upset. But yeah, so I enjoyed that journey for 4 months. But I'm glad barbers are back.
Bro, there's been some right Ming Dog haircuts in the lockdown.
Some COVID trims, aren't there?
Martin Daubney, one of my guests, he was calling them, is it Baldrick out of, what's the show with Blackadder and that?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Baldrick and...
Bang.
And freaking, he was saying he looked like Noel Edmonds, or people looking like Saddam Hussein after he came out of hiding.
Yeah, just hair everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to laugh. Do you know what? When I did that episode, he said that, I was like, it was like my 3rd or 4th episode, and I was trying to be dead serious. And he said it, I was like, I can't believe you just said that. And then when he said it, and I was doing my little pictures, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put the Saddam Hussein trim on there.
Yeah.
Just see if I get a trigger. But no, I've had some good support with the the Shadows channel. It's been good. I've been quite blown away. I had one Nick Combe picker on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always get a hater though, don't you? Not one like or share of any of the positive vibes that we're on with, but it was yeah. Let's not give them airtime.
I feel a little bit bad because I haven't. I mean, because we're doing a little thing now, but I haven't subscribed, and please don't judge me. But I will do. Oh, he's off. I'm sorry. I'll support Leeds for the next couple of weeks. He'll come back. Here he is. He's back.
Sorry, mate. I almost had to walk away. I can't believe you're not subscribed. Like one of my guests is just too busy. You know what you was doing?
Too busy. Yeah, I like that. Too busy in independent coffee shops, having a fresh fade.
Doing press-ups in the middle of the coffee shop.
Doing what I want.
And begging people for money.
I like it when you say at the end of shows, like and subscribe. And I want to say that. Can I say that at the end of this show?
Mate, you'll smash it. Get on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you ever want to say, right, we're going to put it on the screen or put anything on the screen, just go for it. We're going for a free fall tonight.
We spoke about that last time, didn't we? We were like, oh, this is where you're going to do a little picture of me doing
any given Sunday, wasn't it?
Any given Sunday, yeah, Al Pacino.
Yo, if no one has seen that yet, anyone tuning in tonight and has gone, what are these two guys waffling on about? Before you bob us off after 5 minutes, don't stick with us and just chill. Switch everything off right now. I just want to say, just chill your bean, put your feet up, and just be here right now as if you were in the room with us. So after this, go watch Any Given Sunday. I even flipping gave you the link and everything, and I gave an Amazon one of those ones.
Yes, you did.
And guess what?
What?
No one bought it because.
How do you know that?
Hey, don't you worry about that. No, I've got this Patreon thing. Not Patreon thing. It's where you can sell. You basically sign up for an account on Amazon, and you suggest to sell the product. So if they click on, they give you a specialized link that's to you. Yeah. Then if a person who is forwarded by you by that link, they click on it and they buy it, then you get a tiny percentage of that sale.
Oh, cash money prize.
Yeah, bro. So they do analytics, but mine said 0. So.
Oh, it's cool. Let's move on, and we can always do that again. I'm sure.
Yeah, we
and
can.
I'll buy it next time because I'll feel a little bit excited, like and subscribe. But we'll do it. And I am plugging you on Insta, I'm plugging you on Facebook.
Mate, you and a few others are are really keeping the confidence for me, and I'm really appreciative of you, because like it's not easy. And
No.
I'll say this to be vulnerable, because mindfulness, mental health, we got to be real. And I'm gonna be real. It's not a pity party, but I'm gonna be honest. Like the last few weeks, it's faded off a little bit. The viewers have gone down a little bit. I was getting over 100, and
Yeah.
it's easy to get caught up with the numbers, easy. But I was like, you know what? If I get caught up into the numbers, it's gonna finish me, and I'm gonna get really discouraged. So I've just been like, no, I'm just gonna keep chipping away. I'm gonna be like a sweat rash. I'm just not gonna go away with this.
I think that's it. Look, let's be honest. I'm not doing what you're doing, and you're doing all the behind the scenes work. You're interviewing people, and I totally get it in the sense of you have to just keep plugging away if you're that passionate about it, and it's brilliant. Now, it's kind of the same scenario, but not really. The push-up thing, I suppose, yeah, towards the end, I got a little bit obsessed with the donations coming out. I was like, I want to hit target. And then there was one day when no one donated, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Should I post again? Should I do 600 press-ups? Like, I was like, what? And like, some of my mate at work was like, what are you on about? Like, you are doing well. And I was like, yeah, but I'm clearly not. Like, I'm doing something wrong. And she was like, you're being an idiot. I was like, yeah, okay. So I think you're going to have them spots, you're going to have them spells, and you've just got to keep ploughing through, like you said. And like, if you're passionate about it, that will come through. And people will see that passion through you and want to join the ride anyway.
Come on. Yeah, Jake Samuel called it out. I hope Jake's watching this one, because I'm going to give him a shout out. Much love to you, Jake. You've been smashing it, bro. What I'm going to do for you, bro, Jake, I'm going to put on your poem. So all our viewers right now, I'm going to put a link to his poem. Jake, my gosh, Jake was like Rudyard Kipling. Where did he hide that gift?
I tell you what, and the boy needs to carry on putting a few lyrics down like that, because that hit the heartstrings. Everyone's pulling on everyone's heartstrings, but because it was so real, and because he was speaking from the heart, and because it was his story.
Yeah, man.
And romantic in the sense of, you like them a few verses, you just got it, and at the beginning and the end, and it's still on a journey. And I just couldn't. Like 8,000, pretty much 8,000 views through Facebook and Insta, and like I remember I woke up. I remember, so every morning of the challenge, I'd wake up, and you do it, don't you? You wake up, you grab your phone, your alarm goes off, and I'm waking up at 6 a.m. to do my push-ups to then go to work. And I've got my phone, and I'll have a quick scroll through it. I got in the habit of checking Jake's as well when I was walking down the stairs, because he's doing 25 push-ups, but I love that he was chatting about it. He was chatting about mental health. And I saw that he says, like, in my comments, I've wrote this poem. So I was like, this is decent. Anyway, did my push-ups, and then I messaged him. I was like, look, bro, can I say it for you? Like, because I think, and I'll try, and I'm glad I didn't in the end, because I think I would have broke down a little bit. And he WhatsApped me, and he was like, the video, and I was like, unbelievable, people need to hear this. And it was just, I think, and I've said it in like the thank you little message, like that took us, I think, to the next level of raising awareness, because people just connected with it.
Definitely. What do you call it? That I'm that man.
Unbelievable.
And the guy can ping mint 40 yard switch passes on a football field. I used to play Forest, and doing roofing tiles for a living, but my gosh, where did he hide that from? And this is the point, isn't it? Blokes like, they freaking give it the big one, like, oh yeah, down the pub and that. And there's no wrong with it. They're like, oh yeah, one of those, like, always on the banter and trying to be big man. But Samuels went in.
Oh, serious?
He just let it all out, and I was like, whoa, this is what we need.
It was real. It was so real, yeah. Oh, I loved him for that. And I think so much of him anyway, in the sense of, and I've said before, when I was at school, I was year 9, he was year 11, and there was a couple of us, me and my friend Jack, who, to be honest, I haven't seen for years, but he was an unbelievable player, Jack Harvey. And him and a couple of his mates got us playing in at lunchtime with their year group. And I said to him, you always remember that kindness, and it will always be there.
Yeah, man.
But I didn't know his story, and for years, obviously, I hadn't seen him, I spoke to him, and then recently, obviously, connecting with him again through this, which is great, and learning a bit more and speaking to him through messages and that, and just knowing what a player he still is, in the sense of, lose them feet, and I've seen it firsthand. So
Twinkle toes.
Unbelievable. And
you don't fancy a 50-50 challenge with him, do you?
I hadn't seen that side, and only because I probably haven't seen him play live, only through like messing about as a kid and stuff like that, and me thinking I want to be like that.
Mate, don't go on a 50-50 with them.
I remember that.
You want to come out alive.
Love that.
I saw the coolest thing. You know, we were parking at Samuel's and he won't mind. As long as he don't go to his head. I saw the coolest thing. End of last season, just before the lockdown, flipping smashed the season up. I was injured and I just come back from doing all the election stuff, and we played at Eastwood Town's ground on the big 4G or whatever is there, and we're playing against Cotgrave reserves. They're Ming dogs. God bless them though. They're Ming dogs. And Samuel's went into a challenge with this lad, and the guy put him down and kind of stood on him a little bit, and then Jakey grabbed him, was grabbed his shirt, proper gritting his teeth, ready to go, and then he just went and just let him go. It just he curbed it. It was class. And there's a few blokes like that at Stapleford Town who they've just they won't mind me saying this, I'm not slagging them off, they're just matured. They can just curb their anger. They just love a challenge, and they love, just as we do, but they're just letting go and just go, well, what's the point?
I like that, because I think when you see red on a pitch, there's times when I haven't been able to curb it. But
have you been red carded?
Have
you been red carded?
So my last game of last season, I got sent. I'm not proud of it. It was 2 yellows. I've been sent a few times, but I think in the nature of playing centre mid, it happens, especially in non-league. But I think it was a bit harsh on me, so I've gone back to Long Eaton. My first yellow, a bit daft of me, but I've done it for years and years. I think the ball broke, and I think it was their free kick, and the ball rolled to me. And we're away playing against Coventry, Sphinx, and it's a tough place to go because it's a bit hostile in the sense it's the pitch isn't the best, so you know you're in for a game. And I picked up the ball and just as you do, walking off of it, just to be a bit annoying. And one of the lads has gone to grab it off me, and I was like, whoa, you haven't even made a decision there. Let him. And it's just after me. Anyway,
You've been a rat bag, weren't you? You were trying to be Premier League superstar, and you just...
Stupid. So it's a silly booking to get. But there's times when I've done that over the years, and it's just fine. You just rile them up, and you think, yeah, I've got in the red a little bit. But anyway, shouldn't have done it. And then the second yellow, just before half time, I've just missed time a tackle, and I've gone. So, not the best return. But
did that go on Twitter? Did that go Piliero 50 minutes red card, second bookable offence?
Yes.
I'm gonna search it. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, and so I missed the first game of the season, but my fault. And that's what I said before. You've got to be an example to the young guys. So straight away I was like, look, that's daft.
You got to be an example to the young guys by just getting sent off.
So we're always learning, aren't we?
Hey,
don't do
always,
that, kid.
Always.
So there you go.
So when you play centre mid, what are you holding centre mid, or are you like attacking one?
I am now. I'll be honest. I am now. I think just because of my game is trying to get on the ball and play. I'm still proud of my fitness and I feel up there and whatnot, but I'm just trying to get on the ball. And if I can, then you naturally drop to get it, don't you? So I think over the past couple of years, I've kind of the one who's sat more. I used to be a winger, flying winger.
Oh,
But
shoot. So are you gone like the Wayne Rooney effect? You're like just going to nearly flipping centre half to get the ball, and then you're just lasering it around the pitch.
I mean, I can't describe. I can't compare myself to Wayne Rooney. The boy is a magician.
Well, he went against Cardiff. He kind of.
I'm a non-league poor James Milner. So.
Right, to our viewers, how are we going to help them out with that bants?
James Milner is a model professional, and that's all you need to know, guys.
He learnt that at Leeds, mate. He learned that at Leeds.
Right, let's touch on Leeds. So
with bare boring people who ain't into football, but we're really sorry. We talk about men's mental health, and you know what? Just make an exception for us. Just bear with us. We'll move on soon.
We'll move on. Football.
Don't judge.
Yeah.
Go on,
what are you?
Ask me what you want, bro.
You're three. Is it 3 points off promotion?
Mate.
Automatic promotion.
I've waited half my life for this.
Oh.
I have. I flipping have. I remember back in 2004 when we got relegated, and I was like.
2004.
And I was like crying, bro.
Was you? I can imagine.
Devastated. I didn't cry much back there, but I cried then. Tell you. But
that was like I cried when Roberto Baggio missed a penalty in the '94 World Cup.
That just gone.
Still going now. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, it's gone over me. It's gone over my house.
Yeah, it's still raw. Let's not talk about that. But
no.
So you got a 1-0 win the other night, which was massive.
Pablo freaking Hernandez.
I saw the goal. I watched highlights.
The guy is a ledge. I said to my missus, if I weren't a Christian, right, legit, I would have after that game just gone and got his like face mural on my bum cheek or on my pec. Straight up, I just was like, "Oh, the guy is a ledge."
I still think you can do that. I mean, like your missus might like it, but we'll talk.
Haven't got Sharice's name anywhere on my body or any reference to her, but I get Pablo on the breast.
Yeah, she'll understand. They'll be back in the Prem too.
She'll understand.
I'll talk around. It's absolutely fine.
She'll understand by telling me to get out. That's how I'll be in the doghouse, bro.
Okay, it won't last forever.
And it'd be one of those doghouses that I voluntarily walk to, not like she sent me. I'm like, yep, okay.
That was like me with my second yellow. I just walked. I didn't even look at the ref. I just walked off.
It's like was it Andy Cole when he played for Fulham in his later days, and he just banged someone? He straight up. The guy was like pushing him. You know how footballers are like handbags and like going like that to each other's head. Well, Cole just had none of it. He just banged him and then just walked. That would I'd be like if I got a Pablo tat on me. I'd just be like,
okay, just walk. Yeah, it'd be a great night.
But yeah, Leeds. So we are so close. If Brentford tonight would have drawn or lost, and we won, if we win tomorrow, we are promoted. But they won, so we've got to get 4 or 5 more points out of 3 games. But we've got easier games, so we could go up or win it in 2 games away at Derby. After last season, bit bitter I am. So yeah.
When it does happen, because it will happen, what's your go-to drink like to celebrate your first? I think you're Okay.
Some water. I'm just
Cider,
joking.
not even a cider shandy.
I'll tell you something. I'm just looking over here, by the way. The viewers can't see, you can't see, but we've got a fine selection of alcohol. And it's
I'll
because,
look, if I do this, yeah, I'm looking as well.
yeah, this way. So the point I'm making is we get real generous people buying us bottles of alcohol, and we never really drink alcohol in our gaff.
Yeah.
We drink it when we go out, like to a restaurant or whatever, or have a couple of drinks when we go out. And this
Glass of rouge, glass of red.
I tell you something, bro. During the lockdown, Sharice and I, in the first week or two, we was drinking a lot of red wine, like a couple of bottles, 2 or 3 bottles a week. And it wasn't like we were like being stupid and getting drunk. We were just like
enjoyed it.
Yeah, just casually, but
go there.
Tubs.
Glass of rouge, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a red fan, massive red fan. All this sparkling and prosecco and white wine and nah, mate.
I bet Pablo Hernandez, he likes a glass of red. Yeah.
Pablo loves a glass of red with a steak.
Oh, steak or paella, something like that.
Yeah, I'm gassing. So basically, my go-to drink, if I'm celebrating, I think you might be right, a red. But I love my whiskey.
Okay. I mean, you went from I don't drink to glass of red. I love a whiskey. Cool.
Yeah, it was like No, I don't. I just like going to those drinks.
I'll do that again. Yeah, I like that whiskey you've got. Bottom shelf.
On the top over there, yeah. Unreal.
Yeah, give or take. Cool. So Leeds is covered.
Yeah, Leeds is covered. Football's covered. We're bored people with that.
Drinks covered. Good.
All right, let's go on to you, right? Because you just couldn't help it. You just slipped it in there. But let's go there about why you came on my show last time. So on the screen, are you ready, Paolo? Get ready on the screen right now. Boom.
I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, Paolo Piliero, special episode 1, 300 press up challenge, and point over there. Look, see that TV screen right there?
See you guys,
bro. I'm promoting you.
You see it?
Bang.
There he is.
That was the fun. Oh shoot, that was the thumbnail for the first one. So for our viewers, if they didn't check out what you were doing or that one just there, can you just tell the viewers and then me just a breakdown about what the heck you've been doing and why you're absolutely jacked now? Because I'm telling you, when you start going in and you've done your spiel, you need to give us a striptease. I want you to tense. Don't go like this is my normal body and actually tense like all lads do, because they always take their shirts off after football and they proper tense and walk around like that's their six pack. But I actually want you to pull it up, tense, and show us how freaking cut you are after you've told us your story.
I don't know if I'm that guy, but I'll tell you the story anyway.
Go on.
So I did the 25 days, 25 push-ups, and then because we started me and my kids, we started to like make it a bit fun with a bit of music and dressing up. People loved it. So I was, after that finished, and like the following we got, which was unbelievable, and mental health being close to my heart, I thought, what else could we do? So we did it again, but for 20 days this time, and we did a music performance each day, which I'll come on to. And then I started doing, so for 10 days, I did 300 press-ups a day, and I wanted to do them in under 18 minutes, I think 300. And then I went to, for the next 7 days, 400 press-ups a day alongside the performances, this was. And I wanted to get it in under 23, I think. And then the last 3 days, 500 press-ups. And by that time, I was a bit tired. So I think I wanted to get in under 28 minutes. So
a little bit.
Yeah, a bit tight. So yeah, that was good. and we did it. And I came on your show on day like 3 or 4, something like that. And then set the target for basically raising money for Mind, which is a great charity doing incredible things, which you know a lot about as well, Rory, because you've done a bit of work with them. And then, so I set the target at £2,000, and I've recently said in a thank you video, like me and my mate were talking outside of my garden, literally before, just as I set the Just Giving page up, like before day 1, and I was like, I think I've set the bar too high with the money. Like, people are like supporting, but how much silly videos do they want to see, and how many like press ups they want to see? Because surely they're gonna get a bit bored or whatever. And he was like, just roll with it. So we did, and I think obviously, which we've already spoke about Jake, and there's a few other things, but we'll come on to. But like, obviously, East Midlands Today and Evening Post, Newark Advertiser, people just jumped on and started plugging it like you, and we hit £2,000 after 10 days, and then I'm closing the Just Giving page tomorrow because we finished on Saturday, but I left it open for a few days because a few people was like, oh, I want to donate, but let me donate a bit later. And like now we are £4,070 with gift aid added on. It's like nearly £5,000. So
that's class, bro.
Do you know the crazy thing is it don't feel real as much as it's amazing. There's been no like physical interaction of like, it's been all through social media, which has been great, and I'm glad we've been able to like push a message out there and stuff like that. And I'm proud of obviously my kids. I'm proud of people jumping on and supporting, because I said from the start, I cannot do it by myself. I need you guys to share. I need you guys to like. I need you guys to comment. And the donations were unbelievable, and I couldn't it got me a few times. I was like, this is just, I can't believe people's kindness. But the biggest thing was like, if you can give, great, but if you can't, just keep plugging it for us. Like you say about your show, like if it's something what interests you, then subscribe, like, share, whatever, and that just works. It reaches people. So massive blessing. Like, I felt so lucky to like be able to do it, and like people coming forward and chatting, which has been nice, and me being able to like carry on checking up on them, or me knowing that they're talking to someone, or me knowing that they feel okay to reach out or tell their story like Jake did, and even me to a certain extent. I got something off my chest which I've never really said before.
Wow.
So it was. It's been nice.
That's class, bro. We're going to put on the screen. You ready? Right now. For the viewers, we want to keep. Please, can I ask you before I say this? I said put it on the screen. It's on the screen now. Your giving page. Do you have to have a specific deadline to like cut it off?
No, I can like change the deadline.
Right. You need to extend it because because this episode needs to come out.
Okay.
And I haven't paid you a donation yet.
I'm not expecting you to.
No. I as you know, I've been waiting for my job to start, and it's been a really, really tough time because there's been a couple of amazing deeds that I've seen during the lockdown that I've wanted to help them financially, and I'm not feel guilty because, and this is not me being big-headed, but my wife and I give a lot of our income to charity anyway, and sponsor children and stuff, and that's just mind-blowing about how amazing that is to do that. But I was like, as soon as I can, I was like, I'm going to give for your efforts, because you reap what you sow in life, and I think generosity is crucial for everyday life. It's like what you said about those independent coffee houses. Like, if we don't look out for each other, if we don't be generous with what we've got, the world's not going to be as good a place. Money makes the world go round at the end of the day. So,
Bless you, mate. I I massively appreciate that, because I know also, like, and like I've said like many times before to everyone, like, I know through COVID, and this is why challenges like this started, that it's a tough time for people, you know, like, and I know we spoke about it last time, that people are struggling due to financial issues and due to losing jobs and stuff like that. So I think that's why it's even more special that we're able to like hit numbers like that, which I never dreamed of before. So yeah, amazing.
I think money is a very private thing, and it needs to be at times. But I'm representing Light in the Shadows, and I say on behalf of Light in the Shadows, we are going to donate £100.
You don't need to
Crank it up. Yeah, big time.
You're a legend.
So that's what we're going to do, because, as I say, it's early days for In Light in the Shadows, but again, I'm going to need the same support, what we're on with. And interestingly, we had which I'll talk about in a bit, a Zoom call, conference call with a charity who want to get us up and running and get us grants and stuff. It's mad. So yeah, but yeah, right. I'll put it on the screen. People, give. Put it up your ass. It's like children in need. Come on. Let's get to £5,000.
I hate doing that. I tried not to do that.
Do you know what? Hey, you can mute your mic. But every single person right now who has seen Paolo Piliero, 500 press-ups. You try do 100 in 5 minutes. Try do 100 press-ups right now. Try do them. You can't. A lot of you can't. So that's the point. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or guilt trip, yeah? So this guy is crucifying his body so he could raise all this money for men's mental health, women's mental health, children's mental health. Mind cover a plethora of all people. Like, In Light in the Shadows is niche for men, but I'm telling you right now, try to do 100 press-ups. Just try it. You probably can't. And that's the point. This guy did it 500 a day, nearly every single day, 300, 400 different days. He smashed it out of the park. So I'm not guilt tripping you. I'm not twisting your arm, but trust me, if I'm giving 100, I challenge you to give 10% of that. It's a tenner. What's a tenner? You spend it in town on a few coffees. Come on, guys.
Independent coffee shop. If you're going to do it, spend it at independent coffee shop.
No. Independent coffee shop can wait this week. Give. Come on.
Thanks to the... Look at that. Cash money prize.
Coffee it up.
Coffee it up. All I keep hearing is coffee.
It is, isn't it? What's going on? But on a level, I'm not one to beg it. I'm really not. I'm a very private guy with money, and I've been a bit transparent tonight. But that's because of last episode with Remy. He's a financial specialist.
Yeah.
I was like, we need to stop making money like this awkward thing that's the big elephant in the room. And that's actually how a lot of mistakes and debt incurs, is because we're so prideful. We make incorrect decisions with our finances. And if we had that bit more of transparency, I'm not saying shout to the world about your flipping bank account and everything, but it's just about that transparency with a real close person, so that you can not maybe make a mistake when they go, oh, hold up there, have you thought about this? Or maybe do you want to take a bit of time to make that decision? So anyway, that's my heart on it. I just think we need to stop being so uptight or tight with our money.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Hey, by the way, I just want to say to everyone, he has not said a word for me to do this, and that is, you know me.
I don't know why. Guy. I feel like I should have left the room and come back and be like, what you guys been talking about? Cheers, mate.
You ain't asked me to do none of that. I stuck it out.
I'm never speechless, and this is why I'm a bit like I feel lucky. Thank you, unbelievable.
We got each other's backs.
Yeah. Forza Leeds, good.
All day long.
That means go Leeds in Italian.
Why did you say that? Because you're an Italian, aren't you?
Because I'm Italian, yeah. I just feel like there's a good connection with Leeds and Italians at the minute.
Oh, big time. Andrea Raggiani. Anyway, let's not bore our viewers.
No, keep going off subject.
Keep relevant. Yeah, so anyway, I was going to say about that charity. So I want Light in the Shadows to become a registered charity. I want to monetize it, but specialize in mentoring. So the YouTube for you guys, this right now is free. It's free content, and rightfully so. It's to provide information and equipping of us just being this, so that people can access it and go right. And if that's all that they want, amazing. Even as I say, like, subscribe, watch, share. I don't ask for much. That's it. But I want to go really far with this. I want to really, really use my skills and professional expertise with mentoring and just encouraging people, and being in the health and social care industry for 10 years. So I've got all these safeguarding, confidentiality mechanisms, everything. So I just want to take in Light in the Shadows, where I'm really holding men accountable and getting to group and one-to-ones where people are literally going, yeah, I want this and I want to change, and I'm coming to you for this help, unashamedly. So yeah, this trust who are specializing in helping people get grants called me up, bro. It was mad. I was literally on Zoom with them on my phone.
Yeah.
Sharice was driving me to my first day last week at my job. So I was like multitasking. It was mad. So yeah.
Listen, you know, you're going on about that, the charity, setting up as a charity and that, and we always do this. We always make decisions online, or like, that's a good idea. But like I've said, like, I want to carry something on, because like I've just seen the momentum. So yeah, so employ me, please, in Light in the Shadows. So I could look, I'll be whatever you want me to do. I'll make that drink. I'll make that tea.
You'd be the poster boy. Don't worry, you don't have to show your abs. That was a bit, I can tell you got awkward. You could be the poster guy because you get you trimmed on regular. You've got good fashion sense. You're athletic. You're a good-looking guy. You're a role model to people.
Oh, okay.
People are like, how much is he paying you for saying
Who is this guy? Like, who's this Paolo from Beeston who like keeps bigging up? Look, guys, pinch of salt. I need to get the elephant out of the room at the minute, because I always and no one noticed this last time, but I had a little nosebleed. Remember? I remember me telling you.
Yeah, you said you felt minging because you were like, looked like you're picking your nose.
And I saw a couple of drops, kept doing this, basically too much caffeine, which I spoke about earlier. But like this time, we were going to do this on Monday, didn't we? But like we had to rearrange. It was absolutely fine. I'm glad we had to rearrange, because I had this honking spot here, because I'm still youthfully young at 33, and getting these teenage spots. So, but it then dried up. Now it's a big ass scab. So I've always got a nose issue. I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully no nosebleeds tonight, but I did, just in case. I got like broke tissue. So I'm glad that's out, because it was heavy on my heart.
Preparation. You'll get you some nose plugs as well.
Yeah.
But on a level though, so it's like we're doing like private business things on a flipping episode.
Yeah.
I want people to get in touch, because you know what? I don't hear much from people. I'll say that being real. I don't need it. I don't need people's affirmation, but I want people to get in touch. If you're enjoying us just being a bit more relaxed and you want more of this, Paolo Piliero and Roy Green, just get a hold of us, whether it's a DM, whether it's a comment on a social media, whether it's, you know us personally, tell us and give us what you think's popping off, that we keep doing it, that me and Paolo need to work together. And also I want you guys to start asking us questions, because if we're going to do this on a regular, we want you asking the most basic, or it might seem a silly question to you, or something really deep. I want you to submit your question. You don't have, it can be anonymous. You could just say, I don't want my name to go on the screen. I don't want me to be known, and we'll honor that. You have my word. And then get me and Paolo, and we'll just unlock that bad boy, and we're just going to chat about it and just give what we feel is our insight to it, not that it makes it right or wrong. So yeah, I want to do that, because I've noticed that on Jock Willen, he's got a mate of his that he does this with, but they're in the studio together. They just chat, and people submit questions, and then they just give their insight on it. So yeah, man, I don't know what you're saying about that.
No, 100%. I think that is the only way in that sense, that we need more input in that regard. If we're going to do this regular, which is great, but we want people to hear. I mean, they've heard our stories now for a little bit, and we need to know other real stories, which hopefully can help them individually, but also people tuning in, people viewing, can relate to different stories. And like he says, like, we won't have all the answers, but we can be open and talk about it with a bit of life. We've had a bit of, mileage between us, and there'll be things what we can relate to. But 100%, I think that's the way we can go, in the sense of, let's hear what people have got to say. Let's hear what's going on at the minute, because like we'll have a different take on certain things because we haven't seen it, and we want to know through their eyes as well. So yeah, massively. Let's do it.
Let's hold people to account. I'm gonna push that on social media all week.
Yeah.
And you've got good clout, better than me actually. I don't mind saying that. You got more followers.
It's okay, mate. No, I mean, I feel guilty again, but
Can I use your tissue? Wipe my tears.
There's a few between us, a couple between us. That's it.
Yeah, man. But no, I think it'd be great if you could just push it as well, where we could we'll agree on some content, mate, and some like a certain pitch, and then pitch to people. And then I think I said to you as well, it'd be great if in like Shadows we're going to start up a Facebook group. Men Unite are absolutely class. They're a men's mental health charity. Get ready, mate. You ready to put it on the screen right now? Men Unite, fellas. Get on Facebook. It's a private, secure group. There you go. Oh, it's even just bringing it in like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Get on there, fellas. Get on there, because it's man. Some of the stuff on there will enlighten you to know that you're not the only one, and there's some really, really brave fellas who are opening up their biggest demons, and it is quite shocking. Not in a bad shocking or it's awful, but shocking as in you're like, wow, like they are struggling, and I can reach out to them and encourage them. There's just something about it. You just bounce off each other, and it's mad. And I want to share. I'm going to put it on the screen now. And it's basically this picture. So it's a beer mat, and it says, "Is there a mate missing around this table? Reach out to him." And then you flip the beer mat over, and it says, "If your mate's acting differently, it could be a sign of mental health problems." And it's like it's got a list. It says, "Reach out, be yourself, do what you love together." So just a simple beer mat, but I was like, that is class. I just found that on Men Unite. It was a post. It just says, "These beer mats are so needed because suicide is the leading cause of death for men under 49. It kills 3 times as many men in Britain as women, and it's time to talk about men's mental health." So yeah, I just thought I'd bring it up tonight because I saw that. Sick.
I think little things like that, and because, as we know, social media is so powerful, and it can be so good. Like, and talking firsthand at that recently in the past few weeks, like, it surprised me that how like it can reach so many people. But yeah, like it's so important in regards to like the stats. You just chucked a stat out there, and yeah, absolutely. Since COVID as well, suicide in men's gone up 200%. So, like, as a society, how we're failing somewhere? Like, do you know what I mean? So, in regards to, is it education? Is it like, how are we brushed it under the carpet for far too long?
Yeah.
And like, in the first hand, in regards to me with my own kids, the amazing thing was through dancing, through doing them seeing me do press ups, through like saying, right, today we're gonna do this, like, and it's gonna be Greece or whatever, and like starting conversations and saying, and them saying like, why are we doing this? And so like it can start from it, and I'm saying, we don't want to feel sad. And I'm talking to a 6-year-old, I'm talking to a 3-year-old. My daughter obviously doesn't really get it, it's my boy, but my boy, like, he did a bit of a plug as well, and he was like, we don't want people to feel sad. And it's just got the conversation starting at a young age where let's sort the next generation out, because have we failed ours? And I hate to say that, but we're doing more because there needs to be more done. And I don't want to be sat at another funeral. And do you know what I mean? Like, and that's the worst case scenario. But we have to start and strip it all back and be like, okay, let's deal with this now.
Yeah, man.
And if you are struggling for whatever reason, if you are getting these bad thoughts, if you have had financial issues or whatever, there's someone to talk to. There's so many things going off at the minute where we can signpost people, we can do a little bit more, and this is the reason why we are doing a bit more. So I think that, in a nutshell, that this is why it's so up there. You started this, I jumped on.
Yeah, man.
And we need people to keep talking. We need to hear people's stories, because that is going to help. We interview one person, someone comes forward, who knows? Someone in Derby, someone Leicester, someone on the other side of the country, YouTube, someone on the other side of the world, possibly. It could help them. It could help that one person, one episode. So this is why we keep plugging it. And I think that's why, in them times when you say, like, do you know what? Like, it went a bit quiet, didn't get enough views, and I started to get a bit worried. Me, when I said, do you know what? That day, no one donated. Yeah. What am I doing wrong? That is when you got to think, and like, then people around you, like my friend, family, and said, don't be daft. This is the reason you're doing it. And so, yeah, I think them tough times, that's when you need them people around you.
Yeah. It's going to be tough times, man. Like, it's tough times now. And I said this on the last episode, I don't want to prophesy doom and gloom, but it's going to get a lot tougher. All these people, and I'm not criticizing them, it's just an observation. All these people going, oh yeah, I got furloughed 8%, mate. They think that the government, they got it easier. It's like, oh yeah, but they're not thinking outside the box of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is, where does the government get that pot of money? It's the taxpayer. Yeah. The taxpayer is going to suffer. So it's like, right, well, what's to come about in the future? Like, we haven't even started having the effects of it yet. We really haven't. So it's like, we just need to understand that it's going to get tough for a lot of people, but that doesn't mean it's the end. It doesn't mean we can lose hope. It means like things like In Light in the Shadows can have a community where people are just plugging in and opening up their wounds. That's cool. That's why we exist, guys. So if you got problems, DM, message, contact, we're going to do our absolute best to answer and support you, and we're on that journey ourselves. So I just want to put it out there to people, as Paolo says, our generation is struggling, but we don't give up on them. We have to reactively respond now. And this is a form of reactively responding. Whereas Paolo's saying his amazing little boy, having that social emotional awareness and that self-awareness, growing on that and making it like become self-regulation, so you can understand how you're feeling, have the skills to have resilience and get back up. Well, yeah, they're going to get that way better than our generation has. But that's the proactive strategy. So the next generation are absolutely smashing it. But so yeah, I'm just excited. I think I'll be vulnerable. I was bummed out earlier. I was in a bad mood. I was tired. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do it. And I went on. I didn't go on it on purpose, but I found myself about 15 minutes before I went on Men's Unite Facebook, and it just lifted me up. I'm like, Rory, this is why you're doing In Light in the Shadows. This is why, because you got blokes going, I'm not saying their name or their location, but one person confessed about being on. He's literally at his wit's end, and he was on the bridge of a road. And he had 4 cop cars pulled up, getting him to climb down. He climbed down and didn't do it, and he broke down crying in that. And it's like, thank God he got the help and he was saved. But the point is how have we let our fellow human beings get to that point where they see that as an option? They see ending it all as the way out. And it's not their fault. We're not blaming people, but it just shouldn't be an option for people. And that's why we're here, brother, doing this.
100%. Like, and I think, and we have to keep going to the extreme because it's happening. But there's them steps along the way that we can, and hopefully us putting in them, I say steps, them levels, them you identifying with how you're feeling on that any given day, and you having that go-to, like, okay, if I'm, like you said, I feel a bit rubbish, feel a bit down, but I know that I need to, that there is a reason, and you saw it through a website or a group, and them having that outlet, being able to type, being able to talk, being able to be part of a community, what meets to play a sport, meets to do whatever, to help other people. And we know and we've said this before, like, we get such a buzz from helping someone else. And it's almost like that medicine for you that you need. And like, it gives you that buzz, and being pastorally minded maybe, but I think there's so many people that when they almost like let themselves help someone else and they give that advice that they need to take themselves, it's massive. And I've been a sucker for it. Every day I'm giving advice to young people, or not just young people, maybe it might be family, it might be work colleagues, whatever, and they give it a bit to me, and then I go and shut my emotions down, because it's easier to do that. It's easier to shut your emotions down and say, when someone says, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, how are you? How many times do we mean that? I'm good, how are you? Yeah, I'm cool. When really inside, you sometimes, like, let's be extreme, but you're shouting, you're screaming because you're a bit groggy. You've just had an argument. You've just, do you know what I mean? You're not feeling it at all. You're judging yourself because you think you've got to compare yourself to someone else who's
so good, bro.
do you know what I'm saying? So it's, I think we have, and sometimes you feel like you're banging the drum and you're saying the same things, but the amazing thing is that talking to different people and their insight on every story is different.
So true.
And just hearing it and taking it in sometimes, and I think we're quick. I've done it before. We're quick to maybe butt in and go, yeah, but blah 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 blah. When actually, let's just listen. Let's just listen and let you get it off your chest, because I'm not living your story, and I just want to know. And if that's going to help you, then incredible.
Dynamite. Absolute dynamite. I've met this geezer at my workplace and my training, and his story is mind-blowing. And that's what just reminded me when you said that. And I've been listening to him a lot this week. Not because he talks loads and I'm just being quiet, but we get on like a house on fire.
Yeah.
You know, we just click with people straight away. It's just, that's what happened. And I said to him about in like the shadows, he's like, oh man, that's sick. I was like, yeah, thanks, bro. And we're talking more and more. We've opened up some real deep, and I would never normally do this. Like, there's stuff I've told him that 9 out of 10 people I know, as in like not 10, but the whole pool of people, like, 90% of people don't have a clue about. It's not because I don't trust them. It's just like we had that sense of trust gained where there was no stigma. There was no, oh, what are they going to think if? There was none of that. It was just like, no, we opened up and it was real. And the stuff he confessed to me, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I was like, wow, he's opened up. I didn't have to, but I just felt, right, well, I'm just going to share a few of my stuff. And then anyway, lo and behold, I said to him joking, oh, mate, I'll get you on my next episode. I hadn't actually booked a slot after, special episode 2 with you, Paolo. So I'm going to get him on. It's going to be popping. His story is mad. I hope he says yes now that I've said this on the video here. But
that'd be good.
Yeah, man, he's a
get him
top
on one
guy.
of these. You can tell us, can't you? That'd be good. This is
Oh,
it. This is it.
yeah.
And I think hopefully we'll get the messages come in, and we watched tonight, and like I just wanted to like bring this up, or could you bring this up for me, or could you maybe try and answer this, or whatever it is, like even if it's you just letting us know and anonymously, which is absolutely fine, because that's hopefully going to help them, and no one needs to know your name, so you'll probably feel more comfortable in that way, which is amazing. So yeah, and I think 100% that when you meet someone and you can have them dead honest chats and you have them clips, and it's worth your weight in gold, because like they can be almost your go-to, if it's in a workplace, amazing, because let's be honest, you spend a hell of a lot of your time at work, sometimes more than home life, and you need that outlet. Not every day at work is going to be great. You're going to have, it doesn't matter how amazing how you enjoy your job, and it could be the best job in the world to you, but you're going to have them tough days. And like we've said before, like the society, what's going on at the minute, we as a country, we're going to struggle a bit more, but we have to be a bit more equipped for it. You know, we have to have them go-tos that, you know, okay, this has all happened. We might get the second wave. We might have more financial difficulties, but there's people to talk to. There's people I can lean on, and 100%.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try and get some business cards printed out as well, like proper ones, and I think it might be a shout. I don't know if this is. No, it'll be fine. I'm just thinking, because I'm thinking about free distribution of material, and I did all the laws, ironically, today about that. But if you're a charity and you're offering a specific service, but you don't want the donations, it should be all right. But I'm just asking, like pubs and coffee shops, just like leaving your cards out for people.
Yeah.
That we're accessing more people, because it's usually in those places where people sit and reflect, isn't it? Like you'll sit and have a beer or a coffee, and that was where you'll start thinking things. And I think it'd be good just to get in like the Shadows info out there, so then we can begin this process of having a community as we're talking about, bro, and just like allowing people to submit stuff so that we can then just talk about it.
Definitely. Yeah, that's good. No, yeah, and I think you just have to keep it's positive. At the end of the day, we've got a positive slant on it, that, you know, like come with a story, doesn't matter what's happened, because we honestly, I know you as well, we won't be shocked. Like, it won't phase us in that sense. And yes, we might not have the answers, but it's life. It's real. Like, there's stuff what happens. We know what goes off.
Yep.
Do not feel ashamed in any way, shape, or form, because if it's heavy on your heart, then you know if it's eating away, you've got to get it out there. You've got to have that whatever it is, that bit of medicine, where it's a text, a phone call, you've messaged in, you've seen a flyer, whatever it is, you've watched this, just drop it. Get it off.
In fact, I've got a second phone that's doing a B-roll right now that I use. So what I'm going to do, and I pledge this to the viewers, I'm going to, out my own personal money, like everything is for this right now, I'm going to buy a SIM card for this phone. So I haven't got a SIM card in it yet, and I'm going to actually activate it. And what I'll do is I will make that the Enlighten the Shadows contact port of call. So if people need to text in, that they text that number, and it doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m, 2 a.m, it will be received within, you know, early morning the next day, and it will be responded to and acknowledged. So yeah, I want to say that to people, that I'm going to commit to do that. I'm saying on air now, just as a result of this conversation, brother. I think it's important that we don't just have a nice little do-gooder chat, but we put it into action and we do something about it. So yeah, so we've come up with some good strategies tonight. It's like, I feel like a strategy meeting at school or an MDT meeting.
Yeah, it's good. I think that's just through communication, isn't it? That's just through us kind of being super open with each other.
Yeah.
And knowing that there's two minds are better than one. We can come up with a few things, and great, amazing that we have. And I think we just have to keep pushing. We have to keep growing, because that will help someone along the way. And this is what we're doing it for. At the end of the day, we'll have and it's light-hearted, and we'll have a crack along the way. As you saw, we just chatted absolute drivel for the first bit. Not Leeds, not coffee. That's not football, and coffee's not drivel. But it's a bit of fun, and if that appeals to you guys, that that we can help you in that sense, and of course we'll take it seriously, and of course we'll try and help you as much as we can. And yeah, get in touch.
That'd be sick, man. Oh mate, it's been class. I've enjoyed tonight.
Good.
Catching up with you, because we've intentionally not talked much, have we, in the last few weeks? We've just like gone, yeah, let's follow up. Let's just talk after the new challenge. And
I loved it. You said it on the phone the other day, didn't you? It's like, let's not talk anymore because we won't have anything to talk about. I was like, okay.
It's true though. We'd be like, yeah. So
can I say bye? No, it's true. It's quite. We've caught up on air.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, if whoever is still watching at the minute and it's towards the end, well done for getting through the first bit. Like,
flipping out.
You stuck at it. Well done, you guys. You guys are the true champions.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And Leeds soon to be.
Come on. Right, guys, it's been class. We love you all. And as we say, big things come this way. And we're not just going to be men of words, we're going to be men of action. We're going to put these things in place. It's like we've unofficially made Paolo our honorary guest. We're going to do these. Come on. We'll do these minimum. Didn't we say every 3 or 4? I feel every 4 weeks is too long. Should we do them every 3 weeks?
Let's do it.
Because they say cycles, this is scientifically proven, they back this up, 21-day cycles create habits. So if it's longer than 21 days, it might not be effective. So let's do every 3 weeks. We'll commit to that. Are you cool with that, brother?
I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to enjoy it. And we're allowed to talk at least twice in between. We don't want to run out of words. Don't run out of words.
No.
Yeah, we'll communicate.
Come on, let's have it. So we'll do it every 3 weeks at a minimum. These kind of like podcast type chats. And yeah, man. And we'll look to upload these on Apple Podcasts as well. Get the audio on there. That'd be good.
Let's do it.
We'll get on it, bro. So yeah, big things happening. We'll get that phone set up for people. We'll start get messaging. Keep just messaging any platforms, whether it's Twitter, Instagram. I need you, bro. We're going to bring up the handle right now. Bang. At Enlighten the SH1. And also, this YouTube channel, what are we at now? 46 people. 46
I'm going to 47 soon.
Come on. So, Paolo again, coming up on the screen right now. I want you guys. Boom.
There it is.
Click. Subscribe. Make that button go grey. It's going to go from red to grey.
Like and subscribe.
We need you. Because we haven't got those people in our lives that you have. That's the point. So you might go, yeah, good for you, Roy. Good for you, Paolo. Yeah, begging it. Well, yeah, we are. The point is, we can't reach those people ourselves. It's you have that contact and that intel with them. So by you doing that and then you sharing it, bang, they've got access. Because there'll be people in your life, I'm speaking to you viewers, there'll be people in your life that you don't know what they're going through. Only they know, and they feel ashamed of it. But if you share that, that's an access point for them to stay safe in the shadows. That's why I call it Light in the Shadows. And then they can come in and watch it and they'll be like, oh, bang, I'm not the only one. And then they can take those steps. So yeah, buzzing.
Yeah.
Buzzing. Yeah, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next week for episode 9. And then in 3 weeks' time, Paolo will be back for special episode 3.
Woo!
Thanks Paolo, mate. Love you guys. Cheers, Chief.
Cheers, mate.
Bye, mate.